Hello and welcome back to another video with Amualani. This is episode 15 of my Dwarf Fortress Let's Play Season 3 series. Now this episode, I will not be hitting play again. This is strictly a floor planning episode. Alright, starting with, we have one petition outstanding for a Farmers Guild Hall. So, on a priority 1, just debating which direction I want to go here. I think I usually go, we went down here for the seeds. I usually go left for the guild hall. Could go left for, let's go left for the bedrooms and let's go up for the guild hall this time. Okay, so nope. Which means there we go. I do apologize for being silent while I concentrate here. I do want to make sure I get the shape correct. I am going with a similar, if not the same design that I went with last season for my Farmers Guild Hall. I really kind of like that shape. And because the Farmers Guild Hall has the most skills within it, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I think I want to come out more like that. Yep. Okay. That's why I'm going as big as oops. Yeah, 4 by 5. Okay, so then oh no! So we have to move this whole thing up. Shoot. One, 2. Let's start there. Okay. just gonna make sure this time that we have 5, a little extra space. Okay. So this is the largest guild hall. I will do same shape with the crafting guild hall. That is the other general guild that has a bunch of skills. The farmers guild has more, but the crafting one has a bunch too. 4. All right. I have this set to a priority 1 because we do have the petition. They started it already almost 2 months ago, so this needs to get dug. Okay, so that is that. I'll zoom out so you can see the shape here. It's kind of a fun shape. In the center, we will eventually the whole thing will get smooth, but for now, just to get the guild hall established once it's dug, we'll just get the center bit smooth and engraved and get a display case in there where we can put the artifacts temporarily for the value, just to get it established before the time runs out. Yes, it's not bad if that happens. You can still get the guild hall established later. It's just the dwarves will get unhappy thoughts at remembering that the guild was not established on time. So I am going to try to avoid that this time, and with the display case. All right, and then, which is why we also have these areas set to be dug on a priority 1, so that we can get the display case made. Sorry about that. My cat was chasing a bug. Okay. So, step number 2 for floor planning. We do have another barracks. Let's see here. We have 3. This was 5 by 9. And we will just plan the next one. Now we're not there yet, which is why I've queued it up on a lower priority and also not connected it, because I don't want them digging it out just yet. Actually, you know what? It's on a priority 4. It's fine if they dig it out, if they have nothing else to do. Okay, so let's see. We have a staircase here. Ah, for the defensive floor. Okay. which honestly I will connect. Okay. Then we do have... This is the staircase going up to planting. We might have other staircases on the, let's say, the animal floor. So I think I'm going to leave this left side a little bit for that. Okay, we're going to come back. We're going to do priority 1. Alright, so let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, so 12 by 12 for the dining room. And then we're going to come out from here. You know what? No, we're not. We're going to come down from here. Okay, and then... Four, 4. 7. 7. We actually need to come over. One more. Okay, so then come out 21. All right. And there we go. That is, these are the rooms for the militia captain, or militia commander. And we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bedrooms. So honestly, I think we'll just get this first militia squad dug out. And then on a priority 3. And this will change. We'll come back and draw over it again later when we're ready for it to be a priority 1. Except that's not going to work. Okay, so this is for our Cardinality of Citadels squad, which is our Nice squad. The one on priority 1 is the Docile squad. Okay. Okay, so that is squad number 2. This is squad number 3, which currently is the Ardent Cities, which is our Captain of the Guard squad. And these are the first bedrooms that we're going to get furnished. We're not going to also work on kids' bedrooms at the same time. We're kind of getting inundated with kids again. And I'm just not going to focus on those bedrooms as hard. Did I? I did not. Oy. Okay. And I know there's going to be at least one more squad, so we're going to put this on a priority 4. Alright, so I'll make sure that we get this correct here. There are 10 per squad. We have 9 rooms for the squad members and then 1 for the militia commander. Now, sometimes married couples go in there, and there are some married couples where both are in the military. So there will be at times some of these rooms that are empty, even if the squads are full. But I want the bedrooms to be there in case that's not the case, in case we do actually need all 10. Which is why I'm liking this design as much as I am. Alright, so that is enough bedrooms for 4 squads. 1 line for each squad. The fancy bedroom is for the militia commanders. They get an office, a dining room, and a bedroom. And this will be actually the first dining room that we sort of furnish, polish, get it up and running. We're at 76 population. And let me just look. So we have 7 in the first squad, 8 in the second squad, so that's 15. 16. So this will take care of bedrooms for 17, maybe more, because I know a few of these folks are married. And this will be permanent bedrooms, so it will relieve a little bit of the pressure for us from these temporary bedrooms. A lot of these temporary bedrooms are probably going to be for the kids for a while. Okay. And then the last thing that I wanted to focus on here, start designing the social floor. Which actually, I think we're going to get this on a priority 2. Not quite ready. Okay. We're going to come off this direction. Here we do space. So 7. And I am going to start getting the nobles' bedrooms. Dug. It's not we have a lot of other priority 1s, which I want those priority 1s to get dug, which is why I'm not making this priority 1. I'm also not quite ready on the furniture to get started here. Okay. Actually, no, I will leave it. So we have the manager, the bookkeeper, and the mayor. Let me go and look. They have, yeah, they need, so let's see here, the mayor needs a decent study and decent quarters. They have meager on both. They also need a tomb, or a decent dining room. They have no dining room and no tomb. They don't need a tomb to function. We have Captain of the Guard doesn't have any of those things. Currently, the manager and the bookkeeper are actually still good. Okay, so it is just the mayor that's not quite functioning properly. I think I will still draw these on a 2, though, for the manager and the bookkeeper, because they will need a better office sooner rather than later. And our Captain of the Guard will be getting nice bedrooms, too. Actually, Captain of the Guard should probably be bedroom number 2. That we do like this. We should get the mayor, and then we'll get the Captain of the Guard done. Okay, so this here we have, this is mayor, manager, bookkeeper. Then we have, now we'll go on 3, chief medical dwarf. And we have the broker. And yes, the dining room is a little bit larger, and it's slightly different shape on purpose. That's so that we can get some stockpiles in there. There is a trick if the dwarves get stressed, where you can lock them in a fancy room for a few months with a dining room that's stocked with food and drink, and they will calm down. It takes a few months. I have actually done this, and the reason why I have the nobles' bedrooms designed like this is there was one world where I had a mayor who created an artifact. That artifact was stolen. I was unable to retrieve the artifact. I tried. And the mayor got very stressed. It was a world that I don't remember what happened. I think that was the same world where I had a dwarf go on a rampage that was in my military and wound up killing like 10 of my dwarves, injuring like 20 more. It was a big fiasco. I was having a lot of problems in that world trying to manage my dwarves getting unhappy and stressed. And so I learned a lot from that world. But that's why I have the nobles' bedrooms designed this way. That way, if that happens again where I have a noble that's getting stressed, I'm able to lock them in their room, and they're able to, and I don't have to try to assign them to a different fancy room to get them locked in, for them to calm down. All right. So let's see here. Just checking. We have the mayor, we have manager, we have bookkeeper, we have the chief medical dwarf, and we have the broker. Now we don't have these yet, but we will hopefully be getting a duke or duchess, which is what this line will be. And if we are successful in becoming the mountain home and we get a king or queen, the outpost liaison will also need a bedroom. If we get a king or a queen, they're getting their own fancy bedroom. It's going to be on whatever floor their crafts are. Both times that I've actually become a mountain home and had the queen join me, the queen wound up being a mechanic. But that is not, I don't know if it, you know, it's only happened twice, so I don't know if the queen is always a mechanic or not. Okay. So the king or queen will have a bedroom on a different floor. Okay. Now on a 4, I think. Not sure what design I want to go with. By 4. Bit more of a round shape for the temple, or a spade shape a little bit. I think I like it. So general temple. 2x4. And then first dedicated temple. We have another general temple already being built or mined out on the tomb floor, which I will get furnished first. So I don't necessarily need the general temple on this floor anytime soon. Okay. You know what? I'll get a couple more designed here. Okay, nice. So that is a general temple plus 3 dedicated temples. We can come up. Which actually, I'm kind of curious. Let me come look at. We'll just do a quick little meeting area. Except. So, for our temples. So I think. I believe the ones in yellow are the actual faith. And it shows you, so they worship Dobar, which is wealth, jewels, minerals, metals, and crafts. So potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then, like, yeah, here's Dobar, who has 30 worshippers specifically, which is interesting. So there's only 5 worshippers in the faith, but there are 30 worshippers of Dobar himself. And I think you can do dedicated temples specifically to a deity, and then you can have like the faith where you assign the priest and everything. I think that's how it works. I am not super familiar with it. I haven't done a ton of research into that, but I think just based on my observations, So potentially we could wind up with 8 dedicated temples here, and then we would have some smaller shrines dedicated to the individual eventually. Okay, so we're going to delete that meeting area. Okay, so. But this is a good start. We can always, you know what? I can keep coming out. At least to get to kind of the end of the bedrooms here. Okay. Now. And I will get the general temple and our first dedicated temple joined. The rest are not yet. Okay. Now, I think on a... I'm not sure if I want priority 2 or 3 for this. $12. So this will be a dining room. 12 by 12. This will be a tavern. And then I'm just debating. Sorry, I keep looking at this. I'm debating if I want the walls of the hallway, because I'm going to have the 4 walls for the dining room. I'm just debating if I want to put an extra space there on the hallway or not. I think I'm good. Okay. So, space. Potentially 3 to 6. 3 to 6. And I'm going to go 4 on this. So we're looking at okay, so this is hallway. It's going to be hallway like this. And this is hallway. And then this comes over like this. Okay. So then this is going to be hospital. And if we do okay. 3x5. Three by 5. 3x5. Okay, so I think I want 3x5 at the bottom. These are operating rooms, and then 1, 2, 3. And we'll do 3x5 here. So rooms. Three by 5. And then I think I'll do the rooms here on this side. 3x5. Three by 5. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 14, 17, 20 bedrooms, which our population, I think we stopped getting new migrants at roughly 200 population. We can still get kids. The population can grow at that point. I don't know if there is a cap, like where you won't get kids anymore. But this is a hospital to support 10% of the population. 20 injuries that need to stay hospitalized. And I think I'm good with that. Okay. And then we do have 6 operating rooms. Okay. So then I think that will go like that. Let's just look at, are we even? We are not. Okay, so that's fine. Yeah, we'll do a 3-way entrance. 3-wide entrance if that's the case. Or do a single entrance and do doors. Might still be able to. I can't do doors with 3-wide because the doors I think need a wall. Yeah, we'll try it with the doors. Okay, so then what are we doing for the library? So we go up like this. $26. Okay. Okay, we're going to do slightly different design here for a massive library. We'll do double door on this one. So this larger section here will be where I'm going to stick all of the tables, chairs, and coffers with all the writing materials. And then these will have all the bookshelves along them, as well as I'll still have a couple of chairs dotted throughout. For us to get some stuff written. Okay. Now we're just not ready for those things yet, so. And I can connect those when we are ready. All right. And then down in the bottom right, we will have, which actually I can go ahead and, so we have the dining room up here. We're doing slightly larger rooms for dedicated priests. Which we will do like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on this side. All right. Dedicated performers. So these are slightly fancier rooms, and then I think we're also going to have some basic rooms for the other doctors. As they come in. All right. Which I think we'll do. You know, the doctors can get slightly larger rooms too. I'm just okay in general with fancier design. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. the tavern keeper, things like that. Okay. Now we don't have any of these things just yet. So the bedroom's up here. I'm going to leave blocked off here. We're not ready to dig. Okay. And with that, we have our floor plan. Oh, one more thing. I do just want to look. Let's see. Just looking at the planting, which the underground planting I might save for another day, because I'm not entirely sure what design I want. You know what? Let's figure it out. Okay, so 2x4. These will have a shared wall, just like they do down here. And then the floor, I'm not going to do the orthoclase for the floor for the above ground planting. I'm going to do the gneiss for the floor. Okay. So let's see here. We'll do, so this can be for different fruits. And then a walkway, and then a wall. So 10x6, okay. So we've got fruit. We have, let's go plant fiber. Flower. So those are kind of the big categories. Over here, I don't want to go as far left. So this will be the end of the hallway here, which would be, well, we can dig out the walls later. Alright, so let's see, we've got fruit. Plant fiber. Flower. Potentially dyes, so. And then if we have a walkway in a corner, nope, I don't think we can go over that far. So what we're gonna have to do is do this. Okay. So we come in. This is wall here. You have, yep. Okay, so then this could be for, say, dyes. And then walkway. So this is 5x7. Dyes, and then sort of other plants. If there's any like high value plants in the area, that type of thing. And then could we do another one? We can do another small one. Which means that's the end of the hallway. Okay. And then this whole thing will be above ground planting. This is currently a large chunk of our nice grazing area, but we do have grazing down here. Look at that, a colony of bumblebees. Okay. And I think that's the plan. Bees will actually probably have to be in this same... Which I just want to come down here and see. So that's the entrance. So yeah, we can have a separate staircase and have this be... we can do a separate thing for the bees here. Because this will also need above ground exposure. So yeah, so all of this, which is actually really nice grazing land, is just going to have to turn into planting. And then we can do grazing more over here, which is not terrible. Still going to do this area in here will enclose, and this can be for pets. I'm going to try to keep the pets to a minimum on the larger grazing animals. Keep it to pets that come in. And then we might breed a couple of extra like rabbits that aren't as big for pets. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Alright, so that being said, let's actually plan our beehive here. So if we go like this, let's come down. And we can actually line it with the other staircase, which would be nice. Oops, not channeling, stairs. So that's our entrance, actually, and we need to go down. Oh, we can't do the stairs here. To food. Okay, let's come down. This is the other staircase. Okay, let me come up. So this needs to get erased. Now we could potentially have the staircase here on our barracks floor, if it doesn't work. But let's come check out what happens over here. So shared wall would be okay. So it'd be like, so that would be the outer wall. We'd have to come up one. So this would be a shared wall, and then I could dig out around for the extra shared wall. Don't love how close that is, especially with tree roots right there. No. Okay, so where I'm wanting to put the staircase, I don't think I can. And I do definitely want a separate staircase. So, what we're going to have to do is we're going to come down. So this is, we're not ready for it yet. I'm just designing here. Okay, so we're going to have to come up. Which I think I'm going to want it more up here. It's fine that it shares a wall here, because these aren't going to get through. Except, I think do a double, and then we can do some sort of a walkway. 3, 4. Walkway. Okay, so this is not going to work because we're going to need to do the extra wall. So walkway. Which we can dig the wall out separately once this area is dug. So 1, 2, 3, plus a walkway. We do like that, then we can get 6 extra hives. So I'm going to look 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 12 plus 6. We could get 18 hives, which I think is a pretty good interest rate. Only problem with that is then the wall would be here. So actually, this would be 15 hives. And that would put it a little off kilter. So I think that's the plan, which means stairs. then we can do underground portion of the beehives here, which so we're going to do, if we do, let's just come down. So we'll have to do wall, walkway, walkway, which means so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we do 20 hives here with a walkway, then we can do wall around. It's 11 by 11, which let's come down just a little. And we'll do a doorway. Alright, so the bees are in and planned, and we have underground planting planned, or the above ground planting planned, rather. Alright, so I know this was kind of a bit of a longer floor planning episode, but these are some upcoming projects which are fairly high in priority. And I wanted to get them planned out so that in my I might still do some chores episodes, but just like I did the previous chores episode, where chores will be all that I do, and I can kind of redraw when these get prioritized. Okay. That is it for this episode. If you enjoyed the episode, please thumbs up it. If you enjoy what I'm producing, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next episode.